I just got out of watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and my first reaction to this movie is I don't think it's a great movie by any means. I think this is a fine Marvel movie, and I think what it comes down to is you as a Marvel fan and what you go to this movie expecting, what your expectations are, what your predictions are. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that like this movie and leave this movie satisfied with what they saw, but at the same time there's going to be fans that are disappointed with certain reveals and certain cameos that are throughout the movie. This movie definitely pays homage to a lot of Sam Raimi's previous work, Evil Dead being a big inspiration for certain elements in this film. I think the action, is visually stunning to watch. I think it has some okay action sequences. I don't think this is the best action in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by any means, but I think it's some of the most visually appealing on screen, like what they do with the multiverse in here. I think there's some really interesting moments that they do here and make for a really immersive theatre-going experience here. I think Wanda, I think is a very intimidating villain here, and is definitely my second favourite villain behind Thanos. This film has a massive kill count as well, which that's something that hasn't really been done in Marvel films before, not to this degree. This is definitely Marvel's darkest film, and this is definitely the horror film of the MCU. There's definitely a lot of slasher elements in here that horror fans will appreciate. This is definitely leaning more towards the horror side of things, and I think Wanda, I think they do some really interesting interesting storyline with her character in here that I really enjoyed. There is an after credit scene in here that didn't do much for me, but as I said, it all comes down to what you guys want. So I would suggest, definitely go out and check this movie out.